What's up, Broke Ass Nation? Today we got Jake's Fiesta in the garage again. What are we doing?
Oil filter relocation kit today. We're going to do a fresh oil change because she's needed. We're going to do trans fluid because my race grade trans fluid is not good for winter driving. And unfortunately, if you've seen the last video, you found out that my daily got totaled. So I've been stuck in the old race car all winter. Not so happy about that. I might, depending on the time this video gets edited and uploaded, I might have a new car. So, new episode potentially of Bammo for Jake's new ride. But other than that, not too much serious work today. I did order my spoiler. No spoilers here, so you're going to have to just tune in to see us install that when it gets here. But it should be a pretty quick, easy day. Our pain in the ass job is going to be the blend door actuator. We're going to do the best we can on filming that. There's not a lot of content for Fiesta STs and blend door actuators. So we're going to try to give you the best angle and the best way I found to do it.
So we're going to be on our heads.
Yeah. If you take your car to the dealership, it's about an $800 job, not including parts. So they say it takes 6 hours. I did the last one in like 2. So that was not knowing how to do it. Knowing how to do it now, we might be able to cut that down. So we'll see.
All right, well, I guess let's finish getting this thing in the air and start filming.
Are you recording now?
Yeah.
Okay. I hate this car. I hate the oil filter placement. Can I see your camera for a moment?
You can try.
So, Bammo Nation, this is what Where's My 10 Mil has to fight. This tiny little oil filter tucked up in this tiny little space, and if you see, which I'll rotate the lighter, there is literally no room to get an oil filter wrench in, to get a socket in. Like, I don't have any space whatsoever. And it's not because it was poorly engineered. It's because I have a massive hand and I can't, there's no way to get up to, like, my fist.
So poorly engineered.
It just, my fist won't fit. Like, it just, I can't fist it. It won't. Now, it's partially my fault because I added the big intercooler piping and I wrapped the intercooler piping with the silver stuff, so it added more space and that it takes up. But the oil filter is why we're relocating it, is because I can't even get a single finger, like a single finger through there. I can't even get my finger around it. So that's why we're relocating it, so I can actually take oil filters on and off, because I can't do that now. So yes, I hate this car just for little details like that, because they should have never made it that difficult, knowing that it was supposed to be a performance-based model, knowing that people were going to touch it and modify it. They should have absolutely never made it that hard to be able to reach that stuff. So, boo.
Ford Engineering.
Boo Ford. Okay, so as I was saying, the trans fluid I use is a race grade trans fluid, and it's not designed for cold. And if you look, it's water. Like, literally, there's no viscosity to that anymore at all.
Good God.
And there should be quite a bit. That was what my little concern because of the fresh rebuild, but there's really not as much metal on there as I thought there would be. It's mostly just gunk.
So, yeah, it always ends up looking like way more than what it actually is.
It's a little sparkly for my taste, but getting used to the new diff and all the shit, I've done some bank shifts, and I've missed it a couple of times, so that's kind of on me. But that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, considering it's Almost 15,000 miles on the rebuild.
God, how much is in that thing?
About 1.8 quarts.
Huh.
Because we're going to do a full fucking trans flush. Because I've noticed as it's getting a little warmer outside, my trans is starting to whine a little more. And usually it whines when the trans fluid is getting thin.
Well, it's definitely thin.
Yeah, it's a lot thinner than I think it should be. The fluid that I normally use is on back order from Europe, so it's a little more thick than this stuff I'm putting in it, but this is a lot thinner than the stuff that's about to go in it. So I don't know, maybe it's just the trans fluid itself, maybe it's because it's the, there we go, we're getting to the end. Yeah, maybe it's just because it's the trans fluid itself and how it breaks down, but it's too thin for my taste, so it's gotta go.
Oh yeah, pump are good.
Okay. Oh yeah, Patrick's farm.
What?
Oh yeah. Patrick's farm remembers. You know who remembers? Patrick's farm remembers.
He's gonna be here for a while. Oh yeah, what's that? What's that say? Ooh, synchro shift 2. Wow, fancy.
Okay, so we're here now. I had to remove part of the intake box.
Look, Bryan's here.
The lower charge pipe, so I could get all this mocked up where I wanted it. If you look in here, my light's kind of dying, but I've drilled 3 holes. We're gonna go ahead and install those.
Oh, it does not like your light. I wonder if that's gonna show up like that.
I don't know, we'll see. This is the plate. The oil filter will mount to this. It's gonna sit over here on the frame. This now takes the place of the oil filter's home. It's a little bit smaller, not with the hoses, but now I only have to put this in here once and never touch it again. So it's no longer trying to get my hand up here to get this filter out. The plus side is with this kit, it also comes with a plate, so if I want to, I can run a bigger oil filter, which we may do in the future, but I'm going to run the one that I know right now. We made us a little template so that we could get the holes drilled out where they should be, because that plate, there's no way to get a drill bit through that. So we're going to go ahead and get these installed, and then I will have Andrew show you what they look like once they're installed.
All right, so he's got this all buttoned up here. We had to change these fittings for some shorter fittings because it was kinking the hose too much right here. But yeah, he's got the oil filter right there, nice and accessible now compared to that bullshit. So
I'm glad I'm not the only one that thought it was bullshit.
yeah, it definitely was bullshit. Like, I mean, you know, yeah, he's got some modifications on this which make it a little more
Bullshit.
like close, but for fuck's sake, like, it should not be that close to begin with. But yeah, that's installed. We're about to fill her up and make sure she don't leak.
Yeah, you're good, Jay. You got no leaks. No leaks. Not even nothing, dude. It was great. Relocation of this is fucking brilliant. It really is. So much easier spot than what before.
Well, hell yeah, it was. It was trash.
Not only that, relocation on this, plus where he put the fucking super right now, but where he put him at, fucking brilliant. Like, literally could probably cut the wheels out, the oil changes, and like probably literally get these done in like 5 minutes. Alright. No, I gotta be under it.
Oh God.
You're going, honey boy.
I got that. You jumped like a bitch.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, that yeah, hey, Jake, you're great, dude. Nothing. Not a drop. Not a drop on either side. Now we just need to make sure how full the actual thing is after we let everything settle back down. And if you want to, you can take a peek.
No, if you say there's no drips, there's no drips.
Drip. On either side.
So that's good for me.
Perfect.
It definitely,
Should make things easier.
yeah, a little bit. Let me see that light. I got a little
Alright.
moisture here. Give me that light down there, Bryan.
Like,
Anything?
Yeah, there's moisture. There's moisture around that filter.
which clamp?
I don't know.
Is the filter on tight enough?
It should be.
Let's see, it must be up
It's
top.
not necessarily a leak, it's just moisture. So I want to make sure that it's not a... It might have just been a little bit of oil from when I filled it and then put it on.
Right. Efforts.
All right, sir. What's the issue?
So putting that in, like we did, which is great, we love it, it has left me with a gaping hole in the bottom of the airbox here. So I'm trying to figure out some way to plug the hole in the bottom of the airbox so that we're not getting hot air from the engine sucked into the box. So
Apparently, using an ass load of Summit Racing stickers is off the question
it's
here.
unacceptable.
Ugh. We got enough. We can make it strong. I'm telling you. It will be mucho strong.
Mucho strong.
Mucho strong. You might have to for now. You may have won this round, Andrew.
Told you.
Hold on. I might have an idea.
Now, we'll
It's
check
not a-
check
it's
back
not a
in when
Summit
his idea
Racing sticker,
fails.
though. It's not a Summit Racing sticker.
No, you're not taking my oil cap.
I'm not taking it. I'm borrowing.
No.
I'll bring it back. It's almost perfect. I could just thread it down on there. Cut these tabs off and thread it down on there and be fucking mint.
No.
Why?
Because
Why?
I need that.
I'll bring it back. Give me like a week.
Wait.
Are we recording 10 mil?
Yeah. This ain't 10 mil.
Oh, this is 10 mil nation right now. So, the easiest way I found to get this off is to remove this upper and lower cover. It's two T25 torque split screws. One on that side. One right here on this side. Take these out. Set them somewhere safe. And then
Just pop it off.
make sure there's nothing. Well, I have one other thing in here, which is my wastegate shutoff. I have to remove that coupler and push the wire out. But then you can undo that and lower this out of the way. Pull this up. take that off. And then take this off. Should be just that easy on the same thing. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Oh, there's one more down here, I forgot. Yep. I was thinking there was one more somewhere that I couldn't find.
I need to get a flashlight.
So I'm doing this blind. Basically, there's that. Yeah, see, I put a penny in here the last time we were in here because there's a, I don't know, there's like a washer or something that was supposed to go up in here, but I don't know, I lost it or something. Not really sure, but pennies are cheaper than washers, so we just punched a hole in there and sent her up there.
Wonderful.
And we're being dead serious. It costs 5 cents for a washer. It costs a penny for a penny. And then you just pry it down after all the stuff's out of the way. And there's the lower. And now this gives you access, if you come up and out with this, to get down in here. And the blend door actuator is way back in there.
Oh, I see it.
It's kind of a pain to get to. But your other option to do this is take this whole unit out.
Isn't that the airbag?
This is a knee airbag.
Nice.
So that's why I disconnected the battery, because you can pop this cover off and get almost full access to this, but you can't get complete access to taking that airbag out. And Ford recommends you to remove that airbag to change the blend door actuator. You don't have to do it, but if you do it their way, it's about a 6-hour job because you have to disconnect the battery, wait 30 minutes, then you can start disassembly. You disassemble the airbag out, unplug everything, change the blend door actuator, and then do the reinstall. And then after you plug this back in, you need to wait 30 minutes before you plug the battery back in, because plugging it in too fast can cause a potential for detonation. And unfortunately,
I like detonation.
Unfortunately, with these cars, sometimes a single detonation on one airbag can cause the rest of them to detonate as well. If it detonates and sends any of the other airbags off, it can cause the total loss for car, depending on how much it's going to cost to replace all the trim panels, the butt pieces, the side curtains, this airbag, that airbag. It could cost a dash. So I just disconnected the battery so I don't short anything out, but I'm not going to take that airbag out. I'm just going to work around it.
All right, so there's the actuator blend door thingy, whatever the hell it is.
Blend door actuator.
That thing. So we're gonna fish our grubby little dick beaters up in here, and we're gonna get it off. What holds that on? Just
It's literally just the 2 bolts. There's one on the top, and then if you look on the underside of that wire, a little bit further down, you should see one more bolt down there.
I think we can see it right there. Maybe. Oh, I hit the thing.
There's really not much holding those on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just those 2 bolts. So
What
it's
were
either-
they again?
It's either a T20 or a T25. I'm not 100%. What for yours?
We'll let you know here in a minute.
Could that been?
We got it out.
Problem? So this was the blend door actuator, but apparently at some point this little locky pin that's supposed to go in here came off. It's supposed to be in there like that, but apparently it's locked. So,
I mean, would this still be a good motor?
I don't know, Brian, plug it into yours and find out.
I mean, that was the issue.
Honestly, this really isn't that hard to do. It's just the angle is annoying.
Right.
Getting the bolts.
Well, it's in a tight compartment too,
Yeah.
and especially most guys, we have big hands, or at least wide hands, so it's kind of hard getting into small compartments.
Now you gotta jam her back up in there.
Well, I'm in there right now, and I'm blind finding the plug into the wiring slot.
I think that was the worst part, was getting that fucking wire off of it.
It's honestly not bad if you know exactly what you're looking for. But you haven't done this before, so...
Alright, so we got her back up in there. It's 2 bolts, not 3, like I took out.
I told you it was 2 bolts, but nobody listens to me.
There's
What fucking boat did you take out
There's
there?
the old one.
A rando.
I don't know if you can tell, there's like a flat spot on this. Jake had to get in there and turn the little thing until those lined up. So she's in. See if it works.
So we're going to start where I normally have had it. Defrost. It's coming out of the front vents. That's a good sign.
Coming out the bottom. Yep, it's coming out top too.
Wind door affectionately fixed.
Fantastic.
So now it's just reassemble the cover pieces, put all that stuff back together, and then we get to fog the car. So we can clean the intake valves off a little bit.
Alright, so we've
sprung a leak!
We've got leaks. We're pretty sure it's from these fittings right here, or these plugs, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, of course they're Allen keys, so yeah.
Where's the
But
rest?
it doesn't
Fun.
fucking help that there's a wiring harness that's right in front of them.
Yeah,
Where's the goddamn
And-
hole?
yeah.
And we,
This bitch right here, she's stiff.
yeah.
She don't
So
move.
we're trying to
So-
go around to get it to go in, but it's fucking stupid right now. So
Where's the tool? Where's the tool, Brian?
here's a tool. You try it.
Give me the goddamn tool. God, this thing sucks dicks.
That thing's been used as a hammer more times than your head.
That's pretty impressive, actually.
Well, while we monkey fuck around with this thing, yeah, we'll tune back in later. All right, so we got those fittings tightened up. We're not leaking oil anymore, thank God. We just got done trying to fog it. We're
Technically,
You know.
it's intake valve cleaner system from Seafoam. Well, basically, it shoots a cleaning solution in through the throttle body, and you run it till the can's empty. You turn the car off, let it heat soak for 10 minutes. And then once the 10 minutes are up, you start the car, you take it down the road, and you want to drive it fairly aggressively. So it'll burn all that carbon deposit that you have built up on the valves, the pistons, all that stuff off. So we're just tightening up the spot where we had the hose ran, so that we know that's not a leak issue for boost pressure. And then once it heat soaks, we'll fire it up, and it should smoke like a motherfucker. So hopefully if we got enough of that stuff in there, it'll smoke real bad, and then smoke should go away and we should be golden. So let's hope and pray. This thing should smoke like a freight train from the back. Not that you guys probably be able to see it on camera, but it should.
That's his timer. second to get out of the driveway here.
There it is. Feel that nastiness? That's that shit coming out of the system.
Probably ain't gonna be able to see shit.
Like me not. Sure now hear stuff. Broadcast Motorsports Darkness. Dark Edition.
Just getting there all nice and hot and clean, and seeing whether the oil's gonna hold.
Ready for the noise?
I like noises.
Like to pull off out.
I wish I could run it without the airbox all the time.
God, it sounds so good.
You think it sounds good there? Here. You can hear it more.
Oh, roundabout time. Very masterfully done.
Beautiful.
I wish this thing had oh shit handles.
It's got one here.
Yeah, you. I was holding on to your seat.
I know it.
Man, I like the way this thing pulls even in
because I
higher
flat-footed
gears.
it.
Okay.
What?
I like the way this thing pulls even in higher gears.
I mean, it's not bad. I just need more. It's not enough.
It's never enough.
No.
Alright, we just got back from that nice hard running. We're checking to see if she's leaking.
Doesn't look like it.
Oh, thank God.
I got a little blow-by milk up here. But that's...
And you were fucking
Yeah, it's to be expected the way I just ran it.
beating on her. So that's good. That's good. She's all cleaned now, and she's got no leakage that we can tell, at least.
Not yet. So we'll let it cool off. We'll check the oil. We'll make sure it's topped off on oil, and then I'll install the air box while it's cooling back down, and should be good. So.
All right, guys. There will be an announcement on the channel, and the 10
Are you
mil.
gonna give away that?
Yes, I'm gonna give away a little detail. Okay,
Oh.
just a little bit.
Well, I didn't even say it was you, so.
I have made a recent purchase of a vehicle that will be released. We'll do a video and do a 10 mil podcast announcement about it here in the coming weeks. So stay tuned, guys. Be back with more Bammo.
Viva la broken! Hello, everybody!
Alright, we got it done. Whee!
Longer than it should have
I
taken.
don't remember what all we did, because it took way too long.
Trans filter fluid change, oil filter relocation, fresh fluid, and then blend door actuator. And
I don't want to do that again.
it's really not that bad. It's just
It
a
was.
really shitty angle.
Yeah.
Like, the
You
job
wouldn't have
actually...
had that itty bitty little,
Ford charged us 6 hours to do that job. What did it take us, an hour?
maybe.
Not even that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that hard. It just sucks. So, yeah. I saved $800 by having Andrew do it for an hour. You're not getting that money.
Oh, damn. Well, at least the oil thing doesn't leak anymore.
No, the oil filter relocation kit is not dripping anymore, so that's a plus side. I'll keep an eye on it, and if I notice it start to drip or a wet spot anymore, then I'll call you.
I won't answer.
Okay, I know where you live, and when you get off work, I'll be here.
Well,
There's one thing you forgot to put back on.
Yeah, I know, I just looked at it.
what do you forget it?
Right in front of you.
Oh, he forgot to put the engine cover back on. Yeah. Well.
Jacob's done for the night.
Well,
It's been a solid 12 hours.
he's done. I guess we're done. So, till next time, keep off those jack stands.
Stay broke, folks!
Bryan! Stay broke, folks.
Stay broke, folks.
I'm always
Late.
broke.
Late as always.
He's just as fast as his new project car.
On behalf of all of us here at Broke Ass Motorsports Ohio, we'd like to thank you for watching our video. If you enjoyed our video, please let us know by leaving a like or comment on our video. If you're new and would like to stay up to date on things, please subscribe or follow us on our social medias. The links to those will be in the description down below.